Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the chapter 2 from your book, that is biological classification. Before starting the new chapter, let's revise some important points from the chapter 1. You have studied that there is a difference between the living organisms and non-living organisms. Some of the main characteristics that differentiate between them are the growth, then the mode of reproduction, then cellular organization or the metabolic activities, the consciousness. These are the some important characteristics that differentiate living and non-living. Then you have studied that there are so many living organisms, near about 1.8 millions of species are present all over the world that get studied, get be classified into different group, and this process is known as biological classification. Okay, so organisms are classified into different groups based on their similarities, and the science of the branch of science that is used for this is known as taxonomy, that characterized, identify and classify all these organisms based on their characteristics. Okay, so what are the characteristics may be the morphological, जो बाहर लुक होता है उसके ऊपर बेस्ड है, the habitat जहां पर वो organism survive कर रहा है, the mode of reproduction, the mode of respiration, anything that can be characterized for a life process is taken over here. The word identification means the comparison between the groups. If you have chosen a organism and you want to put it in a group, first what you have to do, you have to compare the similarities and dissimilarity to that group. For example, अगर आप क्लास 11th में हैं तो आप क्लास 11th में क्यों हैं? Because you passed class 10th. Okay, so एक ग्रुप आपका हो गया क्लास 11, but in this group so many groups are there according to your streams. Okay, आपके पास बायोलॉजी है, एक करेक्टरिस्टिक हो गया कि आपके पास बायोलॉजी है, so you are kept in a medical stream. Those who have opted non-medical, they are kept in non-medical stream. Those who have opted business studies, economics, then uh, accountancy, they are kept in group commerce. Okay, so these are the characteristics that are used for classifying you in the class 11. Okay, then if you are taking some organisms that are surrounded you, you have found some animals and you yourself is an animal. क्यों हो? क्योंकि आपके कुछ आइडेंटिफिकेशन फीचर्स है, जो फीचर्स आपके हैं सिमिलर है. ओके, then nomenclature, it is a branch of science that deals with the naming of the organisms. Then you have studied about the hierarchy of taxonomy that started from species and ended at the kingdom. So when we move from species to kingdom, means from lower to higher hierarchy, the kingdom is having the organism with most of the similarities between them. जैसे जैसे आप ऊपर की तरफ मूव करते हो, स्पेशीज से किंगडम की तरफ मूव करते हो, तो सिमिलैरिटीज बढ़ती चली जाती है. स्पेशीज से जीनस, जीनस फैमिली, ऑर्डर, क्लास, फाइलम, किंगडम. तो यहाँ से जब आप ऊपर की तरफ चले तो किंगडम में आपकी मैक्सिमम सिमिलैरिटीज होती है. ओके, सो इन दिस चैप्टर what we are going to study, we are going to study the classification, means grouping of the kingdom. Okay, how the organism is grouped together in different kingdoms. So the first scientist who attempt the classification is the father of the biology, Aristotle. Okay, he used a very simple phenomena. उसने क्या किया? प्लांट्स को करेक्टरिस्टिक्स दिए, कौन से? जो भी मॉर्फोलॉजी मींस लुक्स में है, क्या है? द करेक्टरिस्टिक इज हाइट. उसने ट्री, हर्ब और शर्ब में डिवाइड कर दिया. ट्री इज द लार्जेस्ट वन, जिनकी हाइट सबसे ज्यादा है, हर्ब जो स्मॉलेस्ट है, और शर्ब दैट आर हैविंग एवरेज साइज. ओके, then he divided animals into the simple group according to the color of their blood. जो red blood के हैं, जिनके blood का color red है, they are classified in one group, and the second one without the red blood. For example, the human being, cows, buffalo, these are grouped together in one, that is having red blood. Okay, uh, cockroach, that is having white blood. Crab, lobster, scorpion, these are having blue blood. They are classified into different groups. But the classification given by एरिस्टोटल इज नॉट कंसिडर्ड, क्योंकि बहुत सिंपल था और उस हिसाब से सारे ऑर्गेनिजम्स को हम डिवाइड नहीं कर पाए. ओके, then Carolus Linnaeus is there, who has given two kingdom classification. According to him, kingdoms are plant and animalia. Simplest one. What he have done? उन्होंने autotroph, those organisms who are not having cell wall, those organisms who are not able to move, or you can say change its position, उनको kingdom plant में रख दिया. Then kingdom animalia, those who are heterotrophs, having cell wall, sorry, having no cell wall, and can move from one place to another. He put in it that organism in kingdom Animalia. Okay, there is a little bit difference between movement and locomotion. बेटा, movement होता है कि अपने एक original position से move करके वहीं पर वापस आ जाना. For example, जो plants है वो movement show करते हैं. Growth है, it is a type of movement, but they do not locomote. वो एक place से दूसरे place पे नहीं जाते. Okay, whereas animals show locomotion. वो एक place से दूसरे place पे जाते हैं. There are so many demerits of this kingdom classification. First one is he put prokaryote and eukaryote in a single group. Prokaryote, the simplest organism, the unicellular organisms in which some organelles are not present. The smallest one, eukaryotes, developed cells. So he kept both in a single group. Okay. Then he has kept heterotroph and autotroph together. For example, he put fungi in kingdom plant, but some of the fungi is heterotrophic in nature. Okay, he is not able to differentiate between unicellular and multicellular organisms. Then what he have done, he has placed simple organisms that are not fully developed, that are of cellular level. He kept these organisms with the higher organisms that are fully developed. So the classification given by Linnaeus is not considered. There is a need for including some more characteristics. For example, the nature of the cell wall, the mode of nutrition, the habitat जहाँ वो organism survive करता है, the mode of reproduction, the evolutionary relationship. बेटा evolutionary relationship का यहाँ क्या मतलब है? जो हम पहले थे, primitive one थे, जो पहले से अब तक जो बने हैं, हम में क्या चेंजेस आए हैं, उनके हिसाब से similarities और dissimilarities को लेकर हम लोग grouping करते हैं. Okay. So these are the various characteristics that are considered later on for the classification. When the two kingdom classification get failed, some more kingdom classification are there. Three kingdom classification was also there, but the considered one is the five kingdom classification that is given by R.H. Whittaker. He has given five kingdom classification according to the names Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, Animalia. What is the main criteria of the classification used by Whittaker? He has taken cell structure. क्या किया उसने सबसे पहले लिया सेल स्ट्रक्चर, क्या ऑर्गेनिज्म प्रोकैरियोट है या यूकैरियोट है. He divided the organism into two parts. Then the body organization, whether the body organization is cellular or multicellular level. Then he has taken mode of nutrition, whether the organism is autotrophic, heterotrophic or holozoic in nature. Okay, holozoic होता है बेटा, देखो ऑटोट्रॉपिक जो अपना खाना खुद बना रहा है, हेटेरो जो ऑटोट्रॉपिक पे डिपेंड करता है फूड पे. होलोजोइक इज अ टाइप ऑफ autotrophic, heterotrophic, in which the organism take complex food and convert it into the simplest form, as we human beings are holozoic in nature. Okay, the mode of reproduction, whether the organism is having asexual or sexual mode of reproduction. Then again the phylogenetic relationship. Phylogenetics means evolutionary relationship. So according to him, what are the main characteristics he have taken for the classification of five kingdoms? The first one is the cell type, whether the organism is prokaryote or eukaryote. Okay, so Monera is prokaryote, the simplest one, the smallest one. whereas Protista, fungi, plantae, and Animalia are eukaryote in nature. The cell wall present in Monera. There is no cell wall present in Monera. Its membrane is made up of polysaccharides and amino acids. Protista, in some of the Protista, cell wall is present, whereas in some it is absent. Fungi, cell wall present, but not made up of cellulose. It is mainly made up of chitin. Then plantae, it is made up of cellulose, whereas in Animalia it is absent. Nuclear membrane, as prokaryotes are simplest one, they are not having nucleus, so nuclear membrane is absent in Monera. Protista, nuclear membrane is present, whereas fungi, it is present. Plantae and Animalia, nuclear membrane is present because all these are eukaryotes, or eukaryote means nucleus well developed. Okay. Body organization, Monera, Protista have cellular, so unicellular organisms are present in Monera and Protista, whereas in fungi multicellular are there. Plantae, tissue and organ system is there, and in Animalia tissue, organ and organ system is present. For example, हम खुद की बात करें, ह्यूमन बीइंग, वी आर हैविंग अ वेल डेवलप्ड ऑर्गन सिस्टम. ओके, हमारे हर काम के लिए हमारी बॉडी में एक डिफरेंट ऑर्गन सिस्टम. फॉर एग्जांपल, डाइजेशन के लिए हमारे पास एलिमेंट्री कैनाल है. ओके. देन द मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन, ऑटोट्रोपिक, Monera is autotropic and heterotropic. वो अगर ऑटोट्रोपिक है तो कीमोट्रोपिक as well as photosynthetic nature, means केमिकल्स की हेल्प से भी फूड डिराइव कर सकता है, बना सकता है, और विद द हेल्प ऑफ लाइट आल्सो. ओके. Protista, autotropic as well as heterotropic. Fungi, it is heterotropic in nature, and mainly saprophytic and parasites. What are saprophytes? Those who depend on dead and decay for their food. Plantae, autotropic in nature, and kingdom Animalia again is heterotropic, completely heterotropic in nature. तो बेटा जब ये क्लासिफिकेशन शुरू हुआ, तो क्लासिफिकेशन करते हुए सबसे पहले उन्होंने जो ग्रुपिंग की, उन्होंने क्या किया, बैक्टीरियाज को ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गी, फंजाई, मॉसेस, फर्न्स, जिम्नोस्पर्म और एंजियोस्पर्म को इन्होंने क्या किया, किंगडम प्लांटे के अंदर रख दिया. ओके, बिकॉज दे आर हैविंग अ कॉमन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक. व्हाट इज दैट कॉमन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स? दे हैव सेल वॉल इन देयर सेल्स. ओके, but these organisms have so many differences in spite of this characteristic. सेल वॉल होने के बावजूद भी इनमें क्या है, अलग अलग डिफरेंसेस है. ओके, अलग अलग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है. Then prokaryotic bacteria and blue green algae, these are kept in groups. Blue green algae is kept in eukaryotes. Okay, it is cyanobacteria. Then unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms, for example, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra, these are placed under algae. So पहले जो क्लासिफिकेशन किया गया था बेटा, उसके अंदर फंगस को ऑटोट्रॉप्स पे रखा गया था. फंजाई इज केप्ट इन ऑटोट्रॉप्स, मींस इन किंगडम प्लांटे. But they are having cell wall, but that is not a cellulose in nature. Okay, celluloid नहीं थी. Its nature is chitin. It is made up of chitin. That is a different one from the cellulose. So what they have done, they have made a different, or you can say a separate kingdom for the kingdom fungi. क्यों? क्योंकि fungi ऑटो हेटेरोट्रॉप है, लेकिन सिर्फ क्या था, सेल वॉल के कारण उसको प्लांट में रखा जा रहा था. लेकिन सेल वॉल का जो कंपोजिशन है, दैट इज कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट फ्रॉम plants. So what they have done, they have kept it under a different kingdom, that is kingdom fungi. All prokaryotic organisms are grouped together in Monera. These are the simplest one. Then unicellular in Protista, जो unicellular हैं लेकिन eukaryote हैं, they are kept in Protista. Okay. Then it also have Chlamydomonas, cholera, that is earlier placed in plants. उनको भी क्या किया गया, यूकैरियोट्स थे, तो लेकिन प्लांट से जो है इनकी थोड़ी सी differences आ गए, तो what they have done, they have kept these organisms in protista. Okay, so whenever we are saying कि जैसे जैसे characteristics study होते जाते हैं बेटा, तो ये ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर आपको एक ग्रुप में रख दिया है तो उस ऑर्गेनिज्म को उसी ग्रुप में रखेंगे. जैसे जैसे और करेक्टरिस्टिक स्टडी होते हैं, बिकॉज साइंटिस्ट आर गोइंग ऑन स्टडिंग डिफरेंट करेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनिजम्स, उनके ग्रुप्स भी क्या होते हैं, चेंज हो जाते हैं. ओके, तो कोई भी मीनिंग हो सकता है, कि हो सकता है इवोल्यूशनरी मीन के ऊपर, और यू कैन से द फाइलोजेनेटिक इवोल्यूशनरी मीन के ऊपर जो है उनको किसी और ग्रुप में डाल दिया जाए. तो जैसे जैसे स्टडीज आर गोइंग ऑन, क्या किया जाएगा, इन ऑर्गेनिजम्स का ग्रुप भी चेंज हो सकता है. लेकिन जब तक एक कंप्लीट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं मिलता, ओके, तब तक इन ऑर्गेनिजम्स को सेम ग्रुप में रखा जाता है. ओके, सो टुडे what you have to do, you have to read the chapter of NCERT from first page to up to the portion of Monera. Okay, then we will continue it tomorrow with the Monera. Okay, thoroughly read karo beta NCERT ko, because NCERT is the base for your नीट एग्जामिनेशन. नीट में 95% पोर्शन जो है दैट इज फ्रॉम एनसीईआरटी. सो रीड इट thoroughly, point to point, word to word. Okay,